Fighting for freedom, liberty, and the restoration of the Constitution. The Patrick Riggins Show. Call in now at 865-243-8255. That's 243-TALK. And now your host, Patrick Riggins.
Welcome back to the Patrick Riggins Show. This is Patrick Riggins, and we're in the last segment of the show, and I want to get to this real quick before the end of the show. Unlike a lot of radio shows, I don't sit here and talk about things I don't do myself. And one of my favorite places to go, where would you think that would be, Tori?
One of your favorite places to go?
Here, I'll let you read it.
Oh, well, I was just going to come up with some smart aleck answer.
Oh, it doesn't involve a strip club.
Oh.
Was that the answer?
Yes.
Oh, no, it's that place right there.
The Confectioners Kitchen. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, that's right. That's where I like to go.
I had a problem even pronouncing that.
Yeah.
I can't read that.
It's a highfalutin word's what it is.
Well, it's a highfalutin place, though. I mean, they got great food.
Highfalutin place.
I meant that in a good way.
Yeah. Well, now I'll get a phone call on Tuesday because they'll be closed Monday.
I honestly did mean it in a good way.
But yes, the Confectioners Kitchen. Now, this place is one of the best bakeries I've ever been to. If you get a chance, you need to stop by down there and look around. They are located at 7355 Chapman Highway, which is in the Chapman Plaza Shopping Center. And that shopping center is located just north of where John Sevier Highway crosses Chapman Highway. These guys have everything. They have cupcakes, cookies, cake pops. Heck, they can make a custom cake however you want it. You can order it in any shape you want. It's really only limited by your imagination. Is that your stomach growling, or is?
I said they do have cake.
They have
cakes, right?
Cake, yeah, cupcakes.
Cake-shaped cakes.
Cake. They'll make a cake
that looks
shaped like a cake, and you'll swear it's a cake. You look at it, and you'd swear that's a cake you're looking at. But if you want to see some of the stuff they do, you can go to facebook.com/confectionistas. Now, with football starting, they can put together a fantastic dessert for your game day meal. And as I said, if you want to shape a football, they can do that. Or they can even make you a field and goalposts if you want. Or as Tori says, they can make a cake-shaped cake. Or a cupcake-shaped cupcake. It's amazing what they do over there.
But for all your tailgating and everything.
Sure, yeah. Definitely good place to go. That place, again, is Confectionistas Kitchen in Chapman Plaza Shopping Center. You can stop in or give them a call. Now, of course, they're not open today, and they're not going to be open tomorrow because I read that on their Facebook page at facebook.com/confectionistas.
It's Labor Day tomorrow. So.
And it's Labor Day, so I guess they're not laboring.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
I'll be lucky to get out of bed.
I will probably be laboring. But anyway, you want to give them a call. Their number is 255-6805. Of course, that's 865-255-6805. That's a Confectionistas Kitchen over there on Chapman Highway. They are artfully delicious. What else is over there on Chapman Highway, Tori? The place you like?
On Chapman Highway, they got the Disc Exchange.
The Disc Exchange, exactly.
All that stuff down there toward the Henley Street Bridge. Everybody out there knows what I'm talking about. All the South Knoxville places that desperately need your business. If you get a chance, please go down there. Not only Disc Exchange, there's all kinds of businesses down through Chapman Highway and South Knoxville that really need it until the bridge. Well, even after the bridge, but you know what I mean.
That was a whole conspiracy, by the downtown merchants.
Yeah.
Was to knock that bridge out.
Yes. Conspiracy from the West Knoxville people.
That's what it is.
Joking.
All those people out in Turkey Creek.
I live in Sevier County. So.
All right. Real quickly here, this is the last segment. And I wanted to hit this real quick. I've had this story I've brought in for a couple of weeks here. And it's about one of our favorite people, the TSA. They've been using this body scanning technology, and you might not have known this, but it's without government oversight for more than a year now. This is in clear violation of the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals ruling that stated TSA needed to create comprehensive rules for using these body scanners. Well, the TSA just decided they're going to ignore the ruling, as government agencies often do when they don't want to follow the law. But now the same court is demanding the TSA establish some regulation in the use of this body scanning technology because they're not real sure what it could be doing to you. Of course, my solution is this. Why don't we just get rid of this massive privacy invasion to begin with?
We can't do that.
No, we got a war on terror.
No, for our safety.
It's for our safety. We will kill you to protect you.
Yeah, we're giving you cancer, but you'll be able to fly to New Orleans for safe.
for the flooding. Because I like living below sea level. So, anyway, what we need really is a war on this intrusive government, and that's pretty much what this show's all about. If Congress fought half as hard at maintaining our liberty as they did at stripping it away, we wouldn't have to worry about these sorts of things. Now, being a hard-working and diligent show host, I did some digging around and found this court case which addresses this type of intrusion. Now, the court case is, I believe it's Kylo, K-Y-L-L-O, versus United States, 2001, if you want to look that up. Again, it's K-Y-L-L-O. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but type that into Google and you'll find it. Now, the constitutional question was, did the Fourth Amendment apply, which states the right people be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures? The issue was the federal government was using a thermal imaging camera to detect signs of marijuana cultivation inside a suspect's house. The government's argument was no warrant was needed because the thermal imaging device, quote, would only detect, quote, the heat radiating from an external surface of the house. Since the heat was basically discernible from outside the property, they argued the Fourth Amendment didn't apply. Now, fortunately, the Supreme Court didn't see it that way. They stated, whereas here the government uses a device that is not in general public use to explore the details of the home that would previously have been unknowable without physical intrusion, the surveillance is a search and is presumptively unreasonable without a warrant. I would argue that a body scanner is also not in general public use, and it is being used to explore the details of someone that would not be previously known without a physical search. So yes, we're talking about two different things, a home with a reasonable expectation of privacy versus a person in public, but the Fourth Amendment states the right of people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects. I would argue this would include someone in the airport. If they are not falling under the category of reasonable suspicion of committing a crime, then how do we justify running them through a body scanner or even patting them down? That's why I said we need to start working to undo this huge mess the government has created, and we have allowed it to create. Otherwise, it's going to continue to feed upon itself and get worse and worse until we end up living in a bureaucratically controlled tyranny. So, which is probably pretty much what we're in right now, speaking of which. Being the United States, it will be pretty uncomfortable for a while until we run out of money. But that's what will make it easy to implement. It won't hurt at first, and if it does, it won't be hurting you, so you won't care until it does, but by then, it will be too late. We'll have the tyranny that we've been trying to work against. We're up on the end of the hour here, into the show. I tried to get to a couple of calls, but we had too much to get in here. But call in next week. We'll get to you. Of course, we'll have a packed show again, but we're trying to work a little bit more calls in each show. Thank you again for listening to this show. If you'd like more information about it, you can go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Patrick Riggins Show. Also, be sure and hit the like button. And if you need to know how to spell Riggins, it's Riggins. If you'd also like to follow us on Twitter, you can go to the little @ Patrick Riggins. If you want to listen to a show or you miss one, you can go to youtube.com/Patrick Riggins Show. youtube.com/Patrick Riggins Show. Join me next Sunday afternoon where once again we'll talk about freedom, liberty, and the restoration of the Constitution. This is Patrick Riggins along with Tori.
Yes.
And we will see you next Sunday. Have a great week.
See ya.
Join us again next week for a solid dose of truth on the Patrick Riggins Show every Sunday from 4 to 5 p.m. Be there.